If like me, you fancy your own throne. Absolutely. You do, don't you? Of course you do. You imagine. I mean, I've been lucky enough, I don't know if you've been there yet or not, but in Buckingham Palace, you get to see the throne room. I've had a bit of a crafty sit down on that. Incredible when you think the history, isn't it, that's gone on there. But I think whenever you want to sort of show something that's magnificent, regal, majestic, you always need a throne, don't you? Well, now, this could be your wonderful opportunity if you've won the lottery, or of course you found a bit of loose change down the back of the sofa. As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here, nice to see you as ever. Yes, I just really wanted to share this particular story with you because it's a fun story, but what I like about it is the fact that actually you could be now partaking in buying something very historical. You see, what has happened is this. A number of the chairs used at Westminster Abbey for the coronation of King Charles III on May the 6th earlier this year are now going to be put up for auction. Now, you don't know who sat on which chair, which I think makes it even more alluring, in fact, But here's the deal. They expect, this is of course the auction house Christie's, they expect the chairs to go anywhere between £2,000 to £4,000 each. Now, I know that's a lot of money. I think it is an incredible amount of money. But imagine what they would be worth, say, in 50 years' time, 100 years' time. So it is that sort of heirloom, isn't it, that you think, wow, maybe this could be worth something in a few years. The reason being is that, of course, all the money will be going to many of the charities from His Majesty the King and the Queen, Queen Camilla. I think it's a commendable thing and just goes to show the thought and process that goes into these very big events. It does remind me, though, of when the Savoy was getting a refit a couple of years back now. And we were all invited along and you could buy certain aspects of the original Savoy furniture, and I thought, wow. And one of the things that they had was the alleged chair that Marilyn Monroe sat on in 1956 as she launched her press conference for the British film The Prince and the Showgirl alongside Laurence Olivier. And as I pointed out to this girl, well, how do you know this is the exact chair? Only takes a northerner to ask it, doesn't it? Oh, no, we're 100% assured and whatever. And of course, the picture looks like the same chair, but they had a lot of chairs like that. What's to say somebody moved it around? So if you're thinking about this in that sort of aspect, I would say that these chairs are definitely 100% the chairs used at the coronation. You're under no doubt about that. And if you really want to buy into a bit of royal history and you've got a bit of spare money, then that, I definitely think, is something of a bargain. I often wondered whether the real chair at the Savoy, which had Marilyn's pert posterior upon it on that press conference, was ever truly the chair. You know what showbiz is like. As ever, do let me know what you think to this particular story in the comments below, and like and share as always. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.